Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
I got a little time. Why? What you was thinking about?
So I've been to 2 Super Bowls. Nigga asked me who performed at any of them.
I only have a few in mind. I got the ones that you went to. He asked you.
Yeah. Why I don't know.
Okay. No.
Went to 2. I got no idea who was performing. Oh, I had no idea. So I looked it up today.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Gaga was for the one in Atlanta. I mean Houston. Yeah. The 23 one. And J-Lo and Shakira.
J-Lo. I remember that. Yep.
I don't. That 49 one I was tour. But since what today is? Thursday? Wednesday? Thursday. Hey, bro, since everybody else giving their opinion, we gonna give one. Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Go. What you thought about that halftime show?
The halftime show was, to me, it was awesome. I enjoyed it. I don't know about everybody else. I believe, first of all, I put it this way. What he did is what he's always been doing. But with this, it's like, if you're going to do something big, why not do it on the biggest platform you get a chance to do it on?
I just noticed you got that black power thing back there. All right, I see what you hold. I just noticed that. All right. What do you usually do? I know I
put it this way. I looked at it as what he did was, I feel like he's been, since he came out, he's always had a message. So it don't matter in his music or whatever, it's always been a message. The thing about Kendrick Lamar is he's just not a rapper. Kendrick is a artist. He's a performer. He's also, I think artists actually cleared it all up. He's a complete package.
You're a raptivist.
Yeah. He's that too. But at the same time, he's also human too.
I call that Negro a raptivist. A raptor that's an activist.
Yeah. And he's not, I think what's going on is people are thinking this is his rapping character, when I really believe this is Kendrick. Like this is his full character. Like you're not seeing like how a motherfucker go on a show and play a character, and then after the show they go back to who they are.
Like Samuel Jackson did.
Yeah, like Samuel. Ooh, yeah, I'm
gonna get to that. Was my favorite part.
Oh no, that's all. To stay on topic with it, Kendrick Lamar is basically an artist, and it seemed like for the last since 2007, tops
9, I think. That's somewhere around.
I feel like he's always been trying to push a message, and I think his message has never changed. I mean, from different albums, the message has been the same for all the albums. He just goes into deeper.
I was listening to one of his songs earlier.
Yeah, he goes personal, but then he also goes worldwide. Well, and the thing about it is, in America, period, he talks about real shit, like shit that actually happens. For him to push his message the way he did it on the biggest platform that I think he has been on. Him being on Super Bowl was like the biggest platform for him. And not just because it's the Super, it's just the viewers. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not the viewers around the world, it's more the viewers in the United States, where the message actually what he's trying to put out is for Americans.
That was the first reason why I brought up that I didn't know who performed. Because if you got to perform Super Bowl, who you performing for? The people that's there? Or the...
Yeah, I mean,
or the audience?
No, you're gonna perform for your viewers. So the people there are considered viewers, and the people who are watching from TV are considered viewers. You're performing for your viewers.
I had no clue who performed, but because the dog won't show what performed for that. What's my PlayStation controller? Because I was not trying to figure out, because I cheated, bro. I went to look at the think pieces first. As soon as I went to look for the whole video, all the other stuff started popping up.
So
you got the same thing I got out of it?
What, the PlayStation controller?
Well, start with Sam. What was Uncle Sam? What was Samuel J? Who was he?
All right. My thing is, I can't lie to you. I can't even pretend right now. I done heard all back and forth from, they go back from Uncle Sam and how he played in Django, and I was like, nah, that's not what he's saying. I see them going from Uncle Sam because it's Samuel Jackson. They was like, oh well, Uncle Sam. Now that ain't my take on. Nope. So if everybody remember Uncle Sam, and for the younger generation who don't know who Uncle Sam was, they used to have commercials and flyers of this big, tall white man, almost looked like Abraham Lincoln with white hair, with this big ass American hat on, like Sam had on. And he used to have him promote for joining the military, fighting for the United States and everything else. His name was Uncle Sam. You're protected by Uncle Sam. It's a nickname for the government. All the things that some of the government do, people be like, well, I don't know about all that, but Uncle Sam better have my money. But at the end of the day, that's basically who Uncle Sam was. Thing about it was Uncle Sam was not ever portrayed as a black man. And Uncle Sam, to a lot of people, really didn't give a damn about a black man at the time, especially when it came out. But for Samuel Jackson to play Uncle Sam, brilliant. For Samuel Jackson to actually narrate it, even better. But yeah, I took it as this is a reverse. This is instead of seeing a white Jesus or I don't even want to be racist like that, but instead of seeing somebody who is up there who's being white and they're doing this, Kendrick literally just gave us a black Uncle Sam who was portrayed as Uncle Sam, and he looks like Uncle Sam, but I think that it was part of the message. I looked at him as a figure who is basically narrating what America is and how it's supposed to be. He's the rules. He is the, and what's messed up about it is for him to be black and do it that way. It's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna tell you how it connects. We know who Samuel Jackson is. There's not too many black folks out here who don't know who Samuel Jackson is. Another thing is the message was a double-sided. The message was basically two blacks, but also two whites or two other Americans, but morely two blacks. But it was two blacks to wake up, and it was two whites to, hey, we know. Meaning we know what's going on. We are woke. We are seeing these things, and there's a group of us seeing the system and hearing about the system. Which people, I told you we had to talk about that again. But back to Uncle Sam, I think he played the next role, and I think he played that role and gave me the whole idea of, all right, cool. I am the narrator of this system. I am the ruler of this system, and I am the one in your ear telling you, hey, you're messing up. You're not doing good. I'm your taxes telling you, hey, nah, we taking all this from you because you didn't do this, or hey, you messed up over here, so we're gonna punish you here, or hey, y'all are getting together too much, y'all need to separate. I am the rules. I am the person telling you, hey, this is how this stuff supposed to be ran. Now you can act out if you want, but it's consequences that come with it, and I'm the one who's giving the consequences, even if they're not right.
I think you made me hit my elbow on the doggone wall. I think I was watching Insecure today for some reason. It was the first season, and they had the part on that the Yvonne character. It's a Ray friend. Remember, she was working at, I don't know if you watched that show, but she was working like a law firm or something. And they had this chick come in there. She was loud, bro. She loud. So I think the white people asked her to go talk to her. So she tried to go talk to the girl. And the girl was like, I didn't have to tone it down when I had my interview. I ain't had to tone it down when I was with the board. So I ain't got to tone it down here. So she backed off. White people came at her again, and she was like, "Dog, I'm not the black girl whisperer just because I'm black." And all I could think of when she said that was Sam, was Samuel L. Jackson.
Wow.
So, do you think, because I do, so call me all the time if you want, it's necessary that you got to kind of code switch? Because I guess that's what Sam is instructing in that first part or in that throughout the thing.
That
You think
is
it's
the rule
necessary?
of America. No, it's not necessary. It's necessary in the system that we're in, but it shouldn't be necessary.
Not if it should, it shouldn't.
And the reason why I
Well,
say
I
shouldn't,
know it
I'm gonna tell you,
shouldn't, but
I'm gonna
is
tell you,
it?
hold on. I'm gonna tell you why. What is professionalism?
Depending on what work, but I guess.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Depending on where you work at. Depending on who you're under.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on who you work for, depending on whatever system that is, right?
All right.
Because hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, we do it in the house all day long too, and we don't realize it.
Oh no, I
We
definitely
call it
realize it.
we call it respect, we call it manners and everything else. But the only reason we're being that way is because we're under somebody else's, and that's
No.
why I feel and I say you go stay with somebody, but you're not gonna do certain things you would do if it was yours.
Well, I learned the hard way about that. You don't think it's
Yeah, no,
you got a code switch when it's your house, but the woman, or you got a code switch for your children? Like
yeah.
I
I
can't
mean the
watch
code,
certain stuff when my daughter come in the room.
exactly. You code
I
switch.
can't. So that's I don't know. Well, it comes to employment. I think it's fair.
Okay,
I think it's fair. That so I'm a what do you say? Deduct 1 point
your code.
to. I agree with that. I think
Yeah,
we
he's
don't know how to
deducting one.
have ballroom and barbershop talk.
No, but that's the whole thing about it. You're talking about it. You're saying that, but what about the individuals who ain't never been in a boardroom?
I can't. I think I told Derek and them this yesterday. I think it's understood we know before we even get in the ballroom or that environment that we gotta kind of pronounce our E's and our R's like this. We can't be nigga. We could be Negro or Mister. But stereotypes be real for a reason. Not real, but they exist for a
That's
reason.
that's that's what I'm saying to you again. All right. So it's a lack of understanding on two parts. I'm
Two
not
part.
saying can't on two parts on the mindsets of I'm just gonna say blacks. All right. And I say this because we always screaming, oh well, they're not gonna let us do this, or we can't do this, or we didn't get a chance to learn this, or this, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, the system that we live under is set up to play in both ways. In the same system, one system has you ain't gonna make it or you're gonna make it. It's two roads. And I say this because we have those who are entertained by material things, and then there's those who are fascinated to want to understand.
That
So
system.
that system. And then it's theirs, and then my bad, and then it's theirs who just go along with the system. They don't even believe it's a system. That's how it's supposed to be.
You believe that?
Forgot
You
about
believe
that.
there's a system?
Yes. I had this conversation with y'all a couple of years ago, and we was
I
talking
know.
about this, and we was
I
talking
was
about
gonna break it up if I
uh,
had more time. I'm gonna put it on that.
okay, okay. When we was talking about if
The choices and illusions.
choices and losers, we talked about if society didn't have a ruler and we was just here to live. And y'all
Was
brought it
that
to
the
my
same
attention
one?
that yeah, it was almost
All
the
right.
same conversation when we was talking about society. If society started over and there was no rulers, it was nobody trying to conquer and do nothing. We were just here to survive.
All
Y'all
right.
brought it to my attention that a system will still be in play.
From
We
what I remember, I think
from
a system was necessary.
yes, system was
All right.
necessary. All right. Now, my thing about it was I after listening to y'all, I agree with y'all. Like, yeah, a system would be in play, but the system is not in play with vindictive thoughts. The system's not played as in, hey, I'm going to do this or I'm going to become rich or no. The system would be played like that. But when somebody started to do that, then that's how we have our system now, and that system leaves a lot of people out there in the dark because now it's not about surviving or anything else. I mean, it's going to be about surviving regardless because you're going to have to find a way to survive. But again, the system really don't care about all that. So now it's more of what keeps the system driving, and the shit that don't keep the system driving, we'll just put them over here in a room and just let them be. They
The
can kill off
rats.
themselves. Yeah, they're gonna survive, or they're gonna find a way to survive, even if it's killing each other and everything else. But see, the system we grew over here that continues to, produce and give us what we need and keep us rich and keep us healthy and keep us going. Yeah, we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
keep, feeding them. And what happens is you start to get them people who were in that system in the other room, they start to jump rooms.
Do you think these white people really be knowing that they running us through a maze? Because sometimes I
I'm
don't even
My
give them
thing
that
is
kind of credit.
this is th- this is the scary part. The fact that we say white people, I'm not. I have became one of those believers that it's not just white.
Oh, I know. I'm walking it down. It ain't. It ain't. It's way more. Than, you on the same one with
It,
that one. Like
it
it.
it's just it's just been put out there as white people are these bad and this and it's been passed down. But what they don't understand is majority of our education and our intelligence was from blacks. And yeah, we did share it with whites, but you don't think at one point that the black man was like, or a black man with the education was like, nah, bro, we about to do this to everybody.
I'm starting to think Kanye's right. You know what statement I'm
To a
talking
certain
about.
extent. To a certain extent.
I'm starting to think he was right. And I'm not even talking about with the today slaves. We might
Yeah.
get killed for this. I'm thinking about back then. I think
Yeah. It all happened
he,
because of us in the first place, but it wasn't just whites. No way in hell they could have peeled off the plan that they pulled off if they did not have help from blacks. So with that being said, nah. And
I
hell,
think
you go
that's
back in your
freaking
history book.
Satan.
You go
But I
you
ain't
can go
going
back
there
in
yet.
yeah, I mean, well, nah, I'm not gonna jump into I'm
Yeah,
not
I
gonna
ain't
jump
going there
into,
yet.
the religion part. But at the end of the day, if we know as human beings we have emotions and we have thoughts and we have these then radical things that trigger us and stuff, I'm pretty sure, yeah, there was some smart black men. I mean, hell, look at your HBCUs.
Mm-hmm.
Prime example.
Bro.
That wasn't whites.
So wait, hold on. Cause I gotta go back to Ken right quick. So you had that freaking going back to the system. So it was that PlayStation, the system.
The PlayStation is
Just
the
the
system.
design of it. We can't that's them playing with us.
Yeah, that's them. That is the system. That is the game that we are in. Simple. It's the easiest thing to give you an example. That's the Matrix.
Who playing? Who's the controller?
Who's the controller?
Mm-hmm. So if we in the game, who
Hmm. I see what you're saying. We in the game. Who's the controller? I got you.
glad I got one fine. Who this? Who the one hitting the button?
We are.
I wasn't expecting that. Oh man, you just threw me off. I had a response for that. Nah, why? How long you knew we had it? I asked that because 36 was when I figured out that we control our own destiny.
Yeah. Well, we control our own destiny. And I'm saying that because we control all our actions and our choices too. Before you do something, you think about it and you go do it. What I'm saying is that's all. That's you controlling yourself. You control yourself. You are responsible for yourself. You're accountable for yourself. You are you. You control you.
So what game is it we playing?
Well, this is where the game gets tricky. So I ain't want to mix the religion to it and everything else. But ain't don't you think it's kind of funny when the good book says, you know, God knows your choices before you make them.
I
Now, what
understand
if
it
I set up?
now, but
What if I set up a system where I'm gonna know your choice by
yeah,
what you've been
I
through?
totally think that's how this world is designed, off laws. So no matter who is in them, if you do X, Y, or Z, this gonna happen. If either
Now the funny
immediately
now
or
now
eventually.
now the funny part about it is if you dig deeper down into having an understanding of it, it's usually you have two choices. But if you're one who has the knowledge and the ability to think outside of those two choices, your calculation and everything else, like you said, most people be like, "Yo, you either gonna do this or you gonna do that." Mm-mm. What you told me? What was the joke back then? A doctor, a man, and a baby, and the doctor told the man, to save the world,
I knew I
you
forgot
must
to tell you
you
something.
must
Yeah.
you must kill the baby.
Uh,
And literally
I
that
thought I
doctor gave him
just talked to
he
that
gave
girl too.
he gave him two choices, right?
Mm-hmm.
To save the world, you got to kill the baby. If you don't kill the baby, then the world's gonna be destroyed. And you like, why the hell I gotta kill him? Why you don't kill him? If the baby died, then the world should be saved, right? So why must
Right.
I kill him? Like
Right.
there's a calculation to the thought process of those things. That's the reason why I think a lot of the things that we do, we only look at two sides.
Because yeah, we only look at two sides, but I think there's something else we missing. And now we gonna
Exactly.
touch that
And we
one day
focus.
and what I'm doing.
Yeah, we will. We're gonna have to get back to it, but they literally give you two sides. But I be thinking to myself, like, nah, if I know how everything is set up, it's not two by two by two. It's never been two by two by two. So
Yeah,
why it was only two choices? No, it got to
I
be
think
something else. It's something else that's missing.
yeah, our direction. We don't be knowing where we're going. See, I think the problem is when we wake up in the morning, we not making choices based on where we trying to go. We making them decisions based off the moment. I even take is why the game can't it could be played if you know what board you're trying to get to propel. So I know any job I get, and I don't care if it's going internet or not, I'll make an exit plan on my entrance.
You're supposed to.
Therefore, I can't be, even if a surprise happens, right? I'm gonna have an out, and I'm gonna also like that poverty ain't gonna get me no more because I'm already scheming to do something.
Yeah, something. At the end of the day, if you know what you want to do,
so should that be the first
regardless
step
if it's this
for us?
job or not, yeah, it should be. We should learn to know what we want. And when I say want, meaning what do you want out of life? Are you a person who wants to achieve goals and conquer over stuff? If that's what you want, then go for it. But again, like you said, when you come in the front door, you already have a plan if something go left, right?
I
I'm
got a
also
plan
one of those
anyway.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a plan anyway, but I also have a plan to also, if I get into a conflict where it's a possibility where I have to go, I already had a plan to go. Regardless, this job is not gonna, it's not gonna be here for the rest of my life. I'm not about to sit here and work this job. So I'm already going into something thinking that way. The other thing to add on to it is if I get in a conflict, I'm also gonna sit there and figure a way to actually fight the situation. And if
Fight
I feel
everyone.
like, all right, nah, not everyone, but I'm not just gonna be like, all right, I'm out because I already got another plan.
Oh no.
No,
It's a
no,
little
no,
more
no.
strategic than that.
But yeah. Again, but I already know that. All right, if something comes up, then I'm going to take the time to actually figure it out before a motherfucker just be like, all right, you fired. No, it ain't gonna go like that.
Yeah. It could go like that, but that's specific because I think it depends on
Yeah,
where you go. Because that's one of the first things I think I'm gonna do when we do all our nonprofit stuff and guides and all that is I think we get trapped in a game. That Super Bowl performance is, I ain't gonna lie, I would have rather Lil Wayne. But in this sense,
but
no,
I
I wouldn't.
would
I'm lying.
rather little.
But I'm lying,
But
boy.
when I'm
I,
no. I would have rather Little Wayne if I wanted to be entertained.
well, that's what I'm getting to. That's what I'm getting to. I
So
said that as
the
a
switch
setup.
side is if I wanted to go there and have a concert and be entertained and be like that, great performance, songs off the chain, I had a good time, I danced, I enjoyed myself. The Super Bowl concert that was given this weekend was not for entertaining purposes. It was
I know,
giving for a message to actually take in.
but half
And I
the
know the difference between and half the people gonna say,
half the
hey, this shit
internet
suck, and the other people, yeah, it's both
pissed.
ways. Which, yeah, no, again, half the internet is pissed.
But
What
half
about
the
the other half?
internet is this. They in this here, and they don't even freaking know it. I think so. I think whenever we get we get into it now. We just ain't saying that. That first thing is you got to know to me because you know my whole thing be observe, then how you gonna fix it? Because all I see is people complain. I
Which
want to do
is
a challenge. Nigga,
another
you make an album
and
if everybody complain about the show. But the first step
this
gotta be direction. You have to
correct.
know where you're going. You gotta
First
know.
step is direction. Yep,
You have
direction.
to know
First step.
where. No, when you go somewhere, your GPS, what's the first thing you put in? Not the weather.
Nope.
You put
Not
in
the
the
road
address of where you
conditions,
going.
not the weather, not the road conditions, not the traffic, not no. You put in where you want to go.
And then peep game, all the other stuff comes up when you put the address in. You know what traffic, you know what alternate route you could take. All kind of options come through that clears all that up. So I think
But the
in discussion with Homeboy halftime podcast show,
mhm.
a lot of reason why people don't get it because they don't know where they going. I wish I could cuss this now. I'm
or
trying to stop,
or
but
no. I'm not gonna put it too much on that sense either.
why not?
Or they don't know who Kendrick Lamar is. They have
Oh,
not been listening to Kendrick Lamar. Yes,
oh,
this is
so I'm
another
gonna be a
game.
little
So
racist. A certain
they
type of
don't know.
person.
No, no, it's a lot of black folks who don't listen to Kendrick Lamar.
I know. That's
But
what I'm saying.
again,
Is it a
they don't know the stories, they don't know the music, they didn't listen to the record, they don't know the type of message he's
his
pushing.
very
They
first
don't know.
song?
Yeah, hey
I'm about to
bro,
find it. Go ahead.
they don't know. So again, they put a game in, or they picked a character who they don't know his system. They don't know his game. They put a game in the system that they never played before. And they did
But
it, and they did it again. And his words put it. They did it, they did it like you said. It's being televised, it's been televised, but you got the wrong guy. Because again, they was looking for entertainment.
not going well.
They wasn't there, they wasn't bro, if I told you, well, I can't even put it that way. I wanted to say, hey, if you show up at work and all of a sudden you walk in and in your fucking your office or the room that you're in is set up like a classroom with a chalkboard and everything else. You
Mm-hmm.
thinking you going to work and do your normal job, but you walk in and you're in a classroom with a chalkboard and a teacher up there with an apple on the desk. What the fuck is going on? And
I
then the
might be
teacher
slightly
starts to teach
confused.
what. No, the teacher will start teaching whatever she's teaching. You're sitting there like, bro, I'm here for work. Like I'm supposed to be, checking pressure
Don't say
points
that.
or
Don't say that.
what the.
Don't say that. Don't say that. 'Cause I swear to God, that's what blank is. It's a university. All we do. Never mind, because I had, matter of fact, speaking to voicing my opinion. Never mind.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they showed up thinking that it was going to be a concert during halftime.
uh,
They wasn't.
yeah.
They didn't show up thinking that it was going to be a message. And on top of that, the diss song that was going to Drake, all they know is, oh well, that's the song he dissed Drake on, and he basically pointed out who Drake was, and that's why I say it was different because Drake was an artist who was out here being liked or trying to be liked. And once he
Mm-hmm.
got it, he made people happy. He made people party and everything else. When he did dig into some shit, he digged into relationships and emotions between relationships. But
Okay.
he ain't dig into, oh, I'm broke, I ain't got no money, I don't know where I'm gonna eat tomorrow, I don't know how I'm gonna make this money from this. Nah, he ain't never dig into that shit. He digged into oh, the girl done left me. I'm thinking about it all night. I've been drinking. Yeah. So people gravitate to it, but the thing about it is, that's only two. You're talking about how rich you is, and you're talking about how you have these emotions about females and what you're going through. You
Got
made
people
happy
navigating to
music.
the distraction. That's what you're telling me.
That- Yeah,
'Cause
but he was there to
that's
make
the
happy music.
distraction. Who? Kendrick?
They thought no, Drake.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
They thought they was coming to see a concert to be happy and be distracted and everything else. And Kendrick didn't do that. Kendrick came there
So
to put a message out there for y'all.
you think
So
most of the people that tuned in didn't realize that he rapped like this here? Hold up, because now that's kind of new to me. You might have a point,
yeah,
because they
yeah.
might have not realized who they was dealing with.
Bro, don't
That's one of the old
don't
songs,
get.
but they,
I listen. I listened to a dude on the podcast that said it's these people who are their characters in this rap scene. They put on the music. They know what to wear. They know how to dress when it comes to this rap thing. But then once it's all over, they go home and put on their regular clothes and they leave that alone. So what I mean by that is it's fans out here who listen to hits. Meaning if it's playing on the radio, there's not there's those fans. Then there's those fans who go and sit and analyze the whole album and listening to it from 1 through 14 or 15 or whatever how many tracks he has on the album. It's two
uh,
different fans that you're dealing with. But the thing about it is, the fans who hear them hits that's playing on the radio, they're still fans because they like that song. They still don't know who Kendrick is. So the song you was just playing, there's a lot of Kendrick fans who never
Don't
heard that
even know
before.
that.
Don't know what that song about or nothing.
Mm-mm.
But there's a lot of Kendrick fans who know exactly what that song is word for
That's the
word.
first song I ever heard from. The very first song I ever heard from was that song right there. I don't know. I can't tell if you can hear it in this thing, but because I wanted to play them lyrics. Like he told you out the gate who he is, and that's what I'm talking about with direction. He wasn't gonna let that big spotlight,
He told
which I thought he
he
would have.
told you. He told
I
you
ain't gonna
who he
lie, I would have
was.
folded.
No, he told you who he was, what he feared, what he been through, what he seen, what he wants.
What he
Like he
went through
told
while
you,
going through it, like you said,
yeah, he told
because
you
that was
who
my favorite
he
album.
told you exactly who he is, and that's the thing about it. A lot of people don't know that. The beef thing, that's dude, he's being petty on a whole nother level when it comes to the beef thing with Drake. But he's being petty on
I
a
think he was
level
being
where it's like,
strategic.
yeah, but he's being petty with that on a small. That's barely scratching the surface. He being small about that. The message after everything else is like, dog, he just put on a whole play, a performance, a movie. Like, and people not understanding that, yeah, y'all came to the Super Bowl to have a good time and party and shit. Nah. Kendrick's in here actually giving you a movie. And y'all not
Mhm.
realizing it's a movie. This is not a concert. This is a movie.
Brother,
And
I
then
think
what
that's
fucked my head up even more, it's not even more than it's a true documentary. If you really want to dig deep into it. He
about
just put it in a movie. He put it in a movie sense. America.
now I know you can hear it now.
For staring at me. Malcolm X put a hex on my future, someone catch me. I'm falling victim to a revolutionary song. The Serengeti's clone. Back to put you backstabbers back on your spinal bone. You slit your disc when I slit you my dish. You wanted to diss, but jumped on my dick. Grown man never should bite their tongue unless you eating pussy that smell like it's a stale plum. I got my finger on the motherfucking pistol, aiming it at a pig. Charlotte's Web is gonna miss you. My issue isn't televised, and you ain't gotta tell the wise how to sound weak because our life's an instrumental. This is physical.
The man been saying that since his very first. Well, I don't know his very first song, but first song I heard.
But listen to it. Listen to me, bro. This is crazy. So you notice in the last 10 years, documentaries about drug dealers have been huge.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And this is documentaries. But if you go back into the 90s or the late 90s, you'll realize that documentaries were about drug dealers and then what they was doing at the time being. It wasn't going behind the scene and actually listening to a drug dealer tell you all the stuff that he did. People don't want to glorify us unless it's a struggle.
But wait though, but that's the problem. We gotta realize we have to
That
go through
we have,
the struggle.
which is fine. But the thing about it is
Mm-hmm.
that's all they show.
That's all who show.
America.
Boy, I think they
It's
show it
not
to
interesting.
make it seem
It's
like
not
it's impossible, rather than that's the direction you're supposed to go in. You supposed to
okay.
at some point in time, I think anyway,
Okay.
go
Put it
through
this
some
way.
type of adversity.
All right. Bullies.
Some of the bullets that
Just a topic. Bullies.
okay.
Movies came out and they told you what a bully was. They showed you how a bully acts. They showed you how this goes and everything else. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Bully is basically they put it out. Have they ever shown a black man going through school, no struggles, great grades, get a successful job, move up in market, do good things and everything else, don't have a bad background, don't none of that, and just hey, that's the movie.
They took him off TV. But see, this is why niggas, you gotta know what success. You remember my whole thing, bro. My whole thing is to let these niggas know what's normal. Like, there's no trick behind what I'm trying to do.
But
Hey, yo, this is normal.
problem.
The higher you
That's
go.
the problem. That is the problem. They don't want you to know what the normal is.
No, that's what I'm. To me, it shouldn't take us sitting here. I mean, I know we ain't coming up with a new message or nothing, but I think we finally matured up. And one day we're gonna talk to one of these older niggas about when they got it, because I feel like if them old people had social media, we probably see the same thing. Where at about 36, 37, they start to get it, and we ain't listen. Well, I didn't anyway. Listen to it when they went on their rants about what Samuel L. Jackson was saying.
But
like some of that was
kind
of necessary.
It's crazy. Yeah, some of it is necessary. A lot of it is necessary. My thing is basically just bringing awareness of what's really going on, and it's not a game. It's being seen. It's being televised, but it's always glimpse and always this. And then all of a sudden, when blacks start to get together, now it's a riot or it's bad or it's going to turn out bad. It's not going to be good. They stormed the Capitol behind a president who basically was in the wrong. But just a weekend before or a week before, they had Black Lives Matter out there, and Black Lives Matter couldn't even get to the stairs.
Why not?
Security.
See, this kind of that. You gotta you gotta have a strategy. You can't just say we're gonna go in there without inside help. Them white folks had the head of security to say, "Yo, let them through. We're gonna act like you gotta kill one of y'all." I don't know what went on, but somebody got let in.
Why is it exactly? Either they got let in or it was planned. However you want to look at it, however you want to play it out. But again, it's crazy that you see shit and pretend like, oh no, that's not nothing. It's nothing like that, or it's not that serious. I watched Stephen A. Smith talk about, well, not today, but a couple of days ago on his podcast when he talked about the dude who ended up dying in a prison or whatever when the correction officers basically beat him to death, right? And he was reading the report and he was like, oh well, the office of the correction officers or the business behind it was like they're trying to figure out if those employees will be terminated. And he was like, what the fuck? What you mean terminated? Why are they not locked up? Why are they not in jail? Y'all talking about terminated. They killed the man who was in handcuffs. Beated him. Saw a video of it. Saw all this. And y'all talking about termination? Like, well,
yeah.
How?
Bro, is
That's why I say again, like we see this stuff,
so
we hear this stuff.
Yeah,
but at the same time,
bro, but we gotta know we ain't playing fair. We gotta know we ain't. I mean, we gotta know we can't. We down five. I say this all the time. We down 500 years. We can't shoot threes. Mm-hmm. We gotta take twos. We gotta take the layup. Yeah, we not gonna come back off one jump shot. We gotta start taking the layup.
No, my whole thing is forget the layups to be in all this. We gotta learn how to play basketball. That's my thing. That is my
I wasn't gonna go that disrespect. Not disrespectful, but yeah, I like it.
I like it. But in your in what you're saying right now is, no, we down 500 years in this game that we're playing, but we have to actually learn how to play the game. And how do you learn how to play the game? You have to study.
You also got to learn the fundamentals.
Of course, you got to learn the fundamentals, but majority of us have the fundamentals, and those fundamentals become better once you start using them.
They don't know what they is. I'm still talking about they. I ain't talking about them because I was there. I thought all this was about me at one point. But man, first thing you got to realize is you're not that important.
One.
You're not that important. So rule number one, I think, is sacrifice also. You got to realize you might not be the one
Number
that get
one,
put in the African American history book in 3025.
that's the reason why you played a role for people who have skills that you don't have.
But that's what everybody want to be. And I think we getting in the same thing
We're
everybody
going,
else gotten into before us. This is our
we breaking
problem.
this. This is our
This is our
problem,
problem. We want to be
this is our
number
problem.
one.
Everybody want to be number one, and you can't be number one because you don't have all the skill sets to be number one.
I know. That, but how the hell do we get these people to figure this out? And I'm not just speaking for black people, but
because we
I don't
screaming all
want
this shit like this dumb shit. I'm the prize, or what's the other dumb shit they be saying? Oh, I'm the prize.
what you guys
or
bring
I'm
to
the
the
bread.
table. And
I'm the breadwinner. You should listen. Nah, it ain't none of it. That don't matter. You have a skill that makes you money. Cool. Everybody around you have a skill.
What that skill?
Hell,
What that skill bring you?
It don't matter what the skill. The thing about it is,
I think it do. I think you got to know. Or you just talking in general?
Realize, in general, until we realize we need each other to make something. I'm sorry, bro. Like, y'all think Black Wall Street was built by one man?
Nope. But
or a bunch of people screaming, "I'm the breadwinner." No, it wasn't. Because at the end of the day, somebody who built Black Wall Street, all the people who was together who built Black Wall Street, they forgot one person out of that whole equation.
So, all right, we agreeing too much now. Hold up.
No, well, I know we're agreeing too much, but look,
because
there's out of Black Wall Street, they built Black Wall Street, but they forgot one person skill in there, and that was defense. We need somebody to defend what the hell we built. Where y'all lieutenants and y'all military soldiers who have the mindset to have these skills to be like, yo, y'all know we've been here in America and they don't like us, and this is gonna cause problems eventually, and somebody gonna try to come wipe this shit out. We need a defense.
What's my favorite line? When you become the smartest one in your crew, get a new crew. Because it is not you supposed to see. That's where I think I get in trouble at. I'm starting to, but in direction, you got to realize there's some cold.
Whoa.
I'm still on the code switching on the slip.
I know you are, but if you start to realize you're the smartest person in your group, you don't drop them people and go get another or go find.
I ain't saying drop them.
But this
you gotta come.
Do,
somebody gotta extend.
Somebody has to be hungry for more knowledge. Those are the people you keep with you because those are the ones who are still learning. You could be smart, the smartest person in your group.
But you the one who want new knowledge. That's why you.
But watch this. Yeah, you want new knowledge, and the people in your group who want new knowledge is right there on your ass too.
That's cool. See what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna open the door for you. Come in. But I think half the problem be, bro. But when I go in that room, that got the smartest one, y'all go to calling me Uncle Tom. I think some of them boys, when they were taking them pictures with Trump, they doing exactly what we talking about, and the black people killed her. How else do I get this information and I can't get in that room because y'all over there talking about I'm being Uncle Tom? Mm-hmm. Sometimes it look like that. Do we understand that's what it look like?
Yeah, they understand it, but they don't know what the hell you in there. Perception is what perception is. It don't matter what they understand or see what you're saying, but you can't. Yeah, but we can't talk about that because you're literally passing judgment because I got in this room and now well he went in that room, he's Uncle Tom. What's going on in that room?
I'm not passing judgment. I should know better if I trust this dude judgment, or even if I don't. The problem be the white people don't kill their own in public. We do. Mm-mm. If we got a problem with how Snoop all that went in to do this, that, and the third, there's a way we can do it without it being all over freaking social media. Half the problem be we cut down each other.
Kendrick just showed you that is what I'm saying. We think killing a person is taking a soul off this earth. No, whites don't even think that.
I
They
know.
kill you easily. They'll kill you easily, and you're still breathing and still walking around this motherfucker.
I know.
That's
It's
the difference.
by paper,
That's what we
by
don't
ink
know.
pen.
They do it by ink pen.
They put you on probation. That's a sucker there. You can't
they'll
be around police.
Exactly. At the end of the day, we just think, oh, we got to go take a man's life because he hating, or we got to take his life because he this that. No, you ain't got to take his life. But again,
I ask this question
you don't want
again.
to.
What's more important, money or power?
Neither one of them.
What's more important to them?
More important to who?
The C words, the Caucasians.
Power is more important to them.
Why?
You get money if you have power.
What we be worried, but that be the problem to me. Like I think most of this thing.
We believe money buys what we want, and it's like, nah. Ask 50.
So
ask 50
I'm
that.
seeing
50,
we need to
50,
do a lot of
50,
what that
50 was running around here. 50 went and bought him a gun. And 50 was like, this gun has power. Not the person behind it. The gun itself has power.
But what Kendrick said about that, the one behind the bullet, one behind the gun lives forever. Like it is, I mean, he almost did too. But even with 50 saying, bro, he be on some what he on. But I don't. Whatever that dude on, it got him where he at. And I kind of know what he on, but if you read a little bit in that, all that dude did was take Book of Proverbs and remixed it. That's all he did.
Yeah, and he's on the topic of what you just said about the code switching or the switching, whatever. That's what 50 is on.
I saw him the other day saying
50 became a chameleonaire. You have Curtis Jackson, you have 50 Cent. Both of them need each other. It's his words out of his book.
Well, 50 did 50 doing 50. So you knew he was gonna move how the hell he wanted, right? Like it was when 50 did what he wanted, nobody was gonna say anything. Because they were like 50 gonna do 50.
Well, when 50 gonna do 50, but they was like when moving 50, the thing about it is they don't sit there and see how 50 studied.
No, they don't.
They don't see how 50 sat there and read books and got information. They didn't sit there and watch 50 sit up under somebody and learn what they was learning and took that in heed and put that on the side. Hell, his first contract, he could have been fucked. He would 50, in his words, he wasn't gonna be as big as he was because he was gonna sign another contract. But he was like, I ain't like it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't like the contract, but it was the contract that was on the table because he had a friend who helped him get there and he wanted to help his friend out and all this other, but he was like, nah, it was gonna basically fuck me. I wasn't gonna be as big as I was.
What is loyalty to you? And we still on Kendrick on the slick, but this all the things I think that's inside the game. We talk about the thing that's inside the game. What is loyalty to you?
Loyalty to me is support.
Blind support?
Depending on what it is, as far loyalty to that's the thing. I don't have loyalty. I guess I can't say I have loyalty in people. I have loyalty in the relationships I have with people. And when I say support, I mean the support that I get no matter what my choices is.
So that's what loyalty look like when it's to you? That's what you're saying? Or what does loyalty look like when you the one that's being loyal?
Loyalty. When
Mm.
I'm being loyal, yes, I choose the way I support a person by my loyalty.
And it's just, is it, that's what I'm saying, is it blind? Because I think that's one of the other things too that get Negroes in trouble.
Sometimes,
But
sometimes it is blind because sometimes people don't think outside the box as far as I do. So yeah, sometimes it is blind, but for most of my people I'm loyal to, they actually know what my loyalty is. So it's the fact that I ain't make a decision to fuck over you, or I ain't make a decision to not help you. Whatever the decision I made, it wasn't made to harm you or put you in any type of harm. I made the best decision for the relationship that I have with you to make sure something is benefited from out of it.
so you done worked in the plant before. They got that rule, no piggybacking. Where if you
Hmm.
done forgot your badge or something, I clock in and you come in behind me. All right?
Hmm.
I forget my ID.
Hmm.
You let me come in behind your badge?
No,
Why not?
because now we both in a boat.
You know that remember that gig I had on the West Bank?
Uh huh.
I never knew why. When remember we was recording when the people called me and told me, yeah, don't come back. And I was like, I don't care, I'm gonna be rich anyway and all that.
Hmm.
I'm just finding out. And I had a cousin working there. He forgot his badge. I badged him in. That was the last time I badged him. That was the last time I badged him. Point I'm making is there's a large group of us that'll go down the road and be like, man, that Negro Slim ain't nothing. I asked him to do just that, and he ain't do it. He fake. He over there doing that for them Caucasians and all that, or whoever it was. I ain't just talking about
Hmm.
white people. I'm just talking about authority.
But yeah,
But
authority.
how many times you see that situation like that? I ain't even getting the snitching. That's what you already know. That's dumb to me. But
Yeah, but that's what snitching
just
is. That's the crazy part.
yeah, snitching on yourself. I think part of the problem is we don't know what's important. We don't accept accountability for nothing. I think black people are worse than them women we be talking about all the time. Something
Yeah.
always
Well,
somebody
the thing
else's
about
fault.
it is, I'm not gonna put myself. Matter of fact, you wouldn't even ask me that.
Booyah. That's exactly. That's it. See, I take my lick. To me, that's
You'll
selfish.
take your you'll take your lick, and I'll probably go in there and be like, "Hey, DJ forgot his badge. He got to run back to the house, man."
How else could we make this situation? Because I can't do that, dog. Because I'm gonna get fired.
Exactly. And then you gonna
But
get
if
fired.
that's huh?
No, 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 no. We both gonna get fired. That's the fucked up part about it.
I know that's
I
crazy part,
badge
but it
you
was just
in, you
me.
come in.
That's crazy, but they just let me go. They just did it to me. So it taught me a lesson that because I kind of knew in the
But see
back of
now,
my head. I
but
said,
see
I
now,
bet
now
that's what
it,
it
it
was.
taught you a lesson. Man, see, that's the fucked up part about it, because there was no consequences for him. Then he kept his job. Like
Well,
he kept his
that's
job.
what I think about life, though. I think
Or
if
or or, or
we
did
let
or did he get
people,
rolled up? Hold on.
I don't
Did he
know.
keep
I
his
think it's
job
gonna
and
get
got rolled up?
him.
You don't know. And
I
this
think
the
it's gonna
whole
get
thing.
him somewhere past that. That's why I don't like getting revenge no more.
I,
Your habit's
watch
gonna
this.
catch
Watch
you.
this. No, but did he even talk to you? You're saying you don't know. That means he didn't even have a conversation with you after you got fired.
I just found out like a week ago.
See, that's the whole fucked up part about it. That's the reason why I know you wouldn't ask me in the first place. And on top of that, no, I wouldn't do it. But at the end of the day, You could call me a hater. You could tell me, man, I told him to do that one thing and this. Well, the consequences are bad than you in. If they go back and look at it, they're gonna fire me. You'll keep your job, but I get fired. Now, with that being said, I'm in a boat up shit creek and I ain't done nothing wrong but badge your ass in. I had my badge. I was there on time and
I was
everything else.
being loyal.
Now, so when it comes to this, uh, if I didn't badge you in and you had to go back to the house, would they fire you or would they just write you up?
Depending on me, obviously,
We'll
depending
never,
on what
we'll,
you on strike one or
we,
two. But yeah, I get you. It's for
we will
sure
never know.
firing when you
But
let
at the end of
somebody
the day,
piggyback in. That's a terrorist offense or something. So
it is.
ain't
But
no talking.
it's
You out.
yeah, ain't no talking. You out of here. But again, he know that.
And so did I. So
That's
did I.
that's why I be like, yo, some of this shit be stupid, but it also go deeper than that. You asked me to do that one thing. What about the other 1,000 things I did?
What about the other thousand things? I
Exactly.
think I already told you about it.
That's why I said that, and that's how quick a motherfucker. And I don't look. People lie.
You
They
know,
do.
I understood that
And
part.
trust and trust can be broken as quick as it was gained. True. But if you're a person who don't understand that people can change, or you're a person who does not accept or basically appreciate the people around you for what they have done, then yeah, my nigga, yeah, you
Don't
gonna have a
matter.
you gonna you gonna have a hateful soul. That's all it is. You're gonna have a hateful soul.
Not really. I know what. So I'm glad I found out. It ain't like I was gonna do something about it then, because I was at that point where I understood, and I'm getting to this. I'm still on this game thing because this part of the game. This was the part I understood even before I knew what it was. I think I remember we still was doing a little bit at the time. I think I came in there and said, "You are in control of you." I can't. That's when I know you still on it, you just don't say it as much, about your principalities and morals code.
Yeah.
If my code is, you know what my code is now. If you, for the best of
If
my
I
ability,
don't
I
agree,
try to,
if I don't agree with your code, then 9 out of 10 times we ain't gonna be cool because I can't respect your code. That's how easy that shit is.
how you know somebody code though?
You talk about it, you peep it, you can see how a person is with their family. You can see it when they be like, they could be hanging out with you and be like, "Hey, I gotta get out of here, man. My fucking wife is calling me about this. All right." Some people be like, "Man, wife always calling him. He always running to his wife and blah 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 blah." No, that's that man's morals. That's his code. His family. Now, is it right in all ways? No, but if you're gonna be a person who's always gonna jump on a nigga behind him being him, then 9 out of 10 times you don't need to be cool with the nigga, man. Like, no, you don't. You learn your people. You learn who the people you hang out with, and the beautiful thing is, you learn that hey, nah, that's them now. But they always listening, and they always thinking, and they always changing stuff or growing or finding a way to grow. Then you understand that all right, cool. That's how he was 10 years ago. That ain't how he is now.
Tara don't act like that. Where's the, it's, yeah, but you think, bro, because I'm looking at, I told you part of all this is I look at, I'm pretty sure the people older than us did that, but I'm looking at every mistake I made being made a multiplicity of times by people the same age as me. I just consider them lost causes. But to the
no, they just slow progress.
Man, you ain't got that much time, but I ain't gonna get that. Cause this,
I know, but again, they're slow progress. You know, when you
ain't got that much time in this thing. I think, first of all, know where you're going. Secondly, that loyalty, throw it out. Be loyal to whoever you believe in and yourself. I do not. I sound like a dickhead when I say that. I don't believe in loyalty to people. I don't believe in submitting to people. I believe me and you got the same mission, same goal. We submit to that. We in line with that, so all our moves make the same thing. We ain't technically, are we being loyal to each other, or are we being loyal to our code? You heard me? Hello? Can't hear you.
I think I just lost all sound.
Yeah, because I thought the question you asked, you got mad at.
Hold on, say it again.
I said the question I had asked, you went, boy, that was gonna be dramatic. With you not saying nothing, because I asked you if if we loyal to each other or if we loyal to our ethics. Because I ain't believe people are loyal to each other. And then, nigga, you just got up.
No, I mean, in a sense, yeah. I
Which
mean,
one? We loyal
I can
to
understand. I can see how that happens.
what, being loyal to more to your ethics than to the person?
Yeah, but
Which
again,
way it should
like
be
I
to
said
you.
in before, though, we 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 will revamp a lot of this shit because me and you both know we see how when people do shit for people or people say they respect a per, but we also know relationship tips.
I'm starting to
We
really
know,
learn
hey,
people like
the
hell.
common ground as far as friendship. Hey, this is friendship. This is the relationship we have. So yeah, I respect you, but I respect the relationship we have a lot more than I respect you. Kind of
That's
fucked
like,
up. It sounds
uh,
fucked. I ain't gonna say it's fucked up. It sounds fucked up,
I
but
don't
it's the
know.
understanding of it that yo, the bond that we have, you know, you know that I'm gonna put respect into this, so you're gonna always get the most high from me as respectful from me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Even in arguments, like even when you did not, I remember shit. This is funny, but
I think I told the story
the
the other
whole
day to
situation in
somebody.
the house.
I just told this story to somebody, bro. I just told it. Go ahead.
But
You might
that
tell it better than
you
me.
looked at it like, man, I don't do this in front of him. I'm like, all right, bro, I know this. I'm hearing you. I heard you say it. I get it, but I'm not doing
When a
this
nigga
shit.
say take it outside, I think I was telling Derek this. Let me give it. Me and Mitch in my house having a discussion. We ain't seeing the same side. While we having this discussion, I got a female coming over. And one thing that I don't like to do is have any disagreements with my friends in front of females. And it's partly because, sorry to say this, women like to say, you wasn't talking to him like that. So, but also I don't want them knowing my business either. Like on real talk. So while I used to be a big hole back in the day. So I had a open door policy. every girl that came in knew, man, I ain't locking the door, just walk in. Me and Mitch in the middle, we in the middle of going at it. This girl walk in. I tell Mitch, yo, let's take this outside. What you think most people think that be? This thug thought that meant, oh, that's what we doing, nigga? Which makes all the sense in the world. Because take it outside mean throw them hands from what I would think so, but my mind ain't even thinking that your mind thinking that. So did you know that that's what I did before that? I forgot. Or you heard me say it, just never saw me do it.
This the fucked up part about it. That same female was aggravating you and saying shit because
yeah, she was one of them 3 females that called me gay that week.
Yeah, who called you gay, but she's the one who kept going at it until it pissed you off. And I'm thinking in my mind, oh, she don't know the seriousness about this. Like, she think this is just, oh, we just hanging out and just kicking it and some shit like that. And that's all it is. Nah, that ain't what it is. But okay, that's what she thinking. In my mind, I'm like, all right, cool. Matter of fact, to be funny about it, when you got the text saying, this, me, I don't know who else was there. Was it just me and you there?
Right there. He told him. Because he was there like, earlier that day. Because he was there when somebody else told me, and that's part of the thing we gotta let them niggas know. Like, bro, people was calling me a certain name because I was trying to pursue a business and spent a little more time with y'all than they wanted. I think that's what it was anyway.
But the thing about it was like, that's funny how jealousy happens like that. But anyway.
Yeah, niggas fall for it too.
It was fucked up because we was like, man, fuck that. Tell her to come over then.
Sure did. I think, did I not think she was coming? Like, I don't know, but
Nah, it was late at night, travel and everything. We talked about all this shit. We was like, well, shit, put her through the punishment then. She wanna, oh, all right, cool. Tell her to come over right now. It's fucking 1 o'clock in the fucking water or whatever. Like, yeah, nah, it's raining outside and all that shit. Oh, you come, all right, we're gonna see. Come on.
I don't even think I had all my furniture still. I think I just shout out to
that happened. Yeah, but of course, me and you got the discussion about the money stupid. And shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was stupid, but at the end of the day, it wasn't as serious as it was. But when she walked in, all we really did was, well, I did. I'm gonna put it on me. Escalate the shit higher.
Well, that's exactly why I don't talk in front of women.
In my mind, I know what your principle is about arguing, but the thing about it was, it was showing her. No, it was, but it was showing her, nigga, we not in here just pussyfooting around. Now we're talking about fucking money and what it's gonna cost, and you saying you ain't paying this, and we saying this. So it became an argument. In your mind, you actually thought I was being really serious, and I was not.
Yeah, because you from where you from. And when I say let's go outside. I was coming
from the point of showing this motherfucker over here who's been over here calling you gay, aggravating you and everything else, you're fucking nervous about the shit. I was showing her, hey, here's the background to this shit and how much it's costing and what's it's going to cost. You think it's a game and everything else, and people are just sitting over here kicking it, and you think he's just hanging out with the home. Nah, it's money that's involved in this shit. So now I'm showing you that, hey, it is important, it is serious, it is a thought in this. Because when we got outside, what's the first thing I told you as soon as we got outside that door and closed that door?
Then you start laughing, and I still was mad. I think you start laughing. I think.
And then I looked at you and I said, I wonder if she still think you gay now.
Did I start laughing too? I said, but no. That's hitting that was triangle. Jump, nigga. I think that was part of that game them niggas don't be realizing it. Them song plays, bro, because
what's the funny part about it is you ain't had that conversation no more with her.
I actually, bro, let me tell you what lesson that taught me before my mind switched up into where it's at now in the right spot. I ain't had that conversation with nobody. It got to a point, as a-hole as I was when it came to doing what I want, I still would I felt like I had to sometimes explain. That's why I'm big on not explaining now. To get them to somewhat be at peace with what I was doing, right? And not no more. That's why I say niggas still gotta have their direction. Gotta have
know how that go. But again, that goes back to that loyalty. That goes back to that understanding of a person and knowing my bad, not loyalty. That goes back to the support. Is what I was basically telling you. Loyalty is basically built off of nothing but support.
I think loyalty got to be built on understanding the assignment.
Yeah, I mean
that's another conversation we had about this here.
Yeah,
we had a conversation. I said, bro, there's a direction I want to go that might look like I'm venturing off. I'm telling y'all now, this is what I want to end up doing. So if I do anything that look like I'm trying to be Omarion, it ain't. There's ventures. I think we all got to create extensions for this to look how it's supposed to look and how it's supposed to go. So I started creating that early, not on purpose, but just having that website because that name was taken. That's why I had to do plus.
About it. It's an understanding, but it was always an understanding because at the end of the day, us being boys or whatever, man, support regardless.
Well, now some people don't know what that is.
But again, I'm not trying to be bigger than the people around me, dog. I had a dream.
We got the same mission.
I had a dream. Guess what came true? The dream already came true. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
The dream I had, I brought y'all along and told y'all, hey, what I wanted and everything else. It all happened. I'm satisfied. Now, have I learned some other things that I want to continue to pursue and try to do? Yes, but the dream itself has already happened. Like, I'm not. Niggas don't get that shit though. Like
that's what they don't get.
I don't. If I'm in a direction and I'll say, hey, I want to make $1 million. All right, and I go make $1 million, and then I'm sitting here one day and I'm thinking like, man, fuck, man, I wanted $1 million, man. Not thinking in my head, or not even realizing, oh, you made $1 million already. You did what you said you were gonna do. You did what you was pursuing.
So do you set a new goal?
Yeah.
I know you the one told me, and I live with that, bro. The first word is being comfortable. Like that's something that you taught me. I don't know if you did it on purpose. When you say it, I'm like, it's the worst thing ever.
It stops you from trying to achieve anything else.
But all this you saying is part of this game that this boy had on stage, by the way, that people complaining about and don't even realize that they are complaining in the game that the niggas talking about.
Yeah, they are in the game.
The game the niggas talking about, y'all going on Facebook and y'all hitting enter. Let me get in the game to complain about the game that I don't even understand the game that this nigga saying. You participating in it. It's called a distraction by entertainment.
Man, and this is the fucked up part about it. This the wild part about it.
I'm not killing people. I fell for it too for 30 years.
I like Kendrick because now what happens now? If Kendrick was getting paid money off his name being said online.
Oh, he is. Nigga, there ain't a TV show you can't hear Not Like Us beat or peekaboo beat. Come on. Like the man getting his money in ways.
Or everybody doing these 5-minute skits, pulling up talking about the halftime show about how Kendrick sucked in this.
And Peep Game.
Man,
Top Dog owned all his old music.
Making money.
See, that's what people don't realize. The nigga did them songs from GNX because he owned that. And he knew on Super Bowl that's going to shoot up. I'm not going to make Top them richer than they already were. I own the music on GNX.
No, yes, he did.
So I'm going to perform that.
No, he going to perform, so he's trying to solidify what he's doing to make his money for the words and stuff that he owns, which is fine. He also did it because at the end of the day, Top Dog and them are going to get paid because guess what? The people from the Super Bowl who didn't know Kendrick
Now they're going to get paid. I'm just saying, just off the streams of that album alone.
Yes. But I'm saying again, think about it. I'm in a position where I can get paid and my partners who
break bread with the
get paid.
And that's the name of the game. Make it, divide it. It's not keep it all to yourself.
It's too easy. There's no hate over here at all.
But you can't give it to anybody.
Streaming. People going back and streaming Mad City, Good Kid, Mad City.
Nah, though, you looked at Apple? I wish I could pull it up like I used to do on Stream. Go look at their top 10 songs right now.
About,
all from GNX. I think anyway, besides the other one.
He has a song that is double platinum.
Wait, I got one question about him. You don't think Kendrick kind of played a part in the game by doing Not Like Us? Because to me, that was a public hanging.
Yeah. No,
Or do you think the message was more important than the hanging?
Kendrick did what we did. He walked that man down. He showed that man does not give a damn about our culture. He takes from our culture. He uses us and everything else. Then Kendrick was like, all right, we got all this shit going on in Compton, but at the end of the day, where I'm from, how we get down, this is how we all get down. And we could stop our beef right here in our city to stand up for one another, go against somebody who just wants to be a part of the culture and take from the culture. So yeah, he played a strategy to kill all of it. Matter of fact, that was going to end it. He could have waited 3 more months before he actually put that damn song out, and it will still pop.
I don't know, but that's that. I ain't gonna discuss it. That one that Drake put before that nigga that would have had legs.
Look, he could have made Drake believe Drake won the damn battle. He could have made Drake believe that he did this. I promise you, it would have came out.
Why would you wait with the society we know we deal with? That's them niggas only thinking TikTok minutes.
That's why he did it, because he knows how the society is actually thinking. It's only hot for a moment, but guess what I'm gonna do? It's only hot for a moment. Fuck that. I'm gonna make this shit hot for. I'm gonna try to push the shit for 2 years. That's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna make this one song so hot. I'm gonna push it for 2 years.
You think he knew that song was gonna be that?
And then I do a concert. I do a pop-out concert. And how many times I play the song back to back to back to back to back to back. Also, if you ain't get that in the message, he told you, "Yeah, I got it in the message. I like that song back to back. I'm gonna get back to that." He said it.
I don't think he.
I like that song back to back, but I'm gonna get back to that in a minute.
By the way, I think he ducked that lawsuit by cutting it up. But go ahead.
He stopped that one song. He didn't stop at that one. He took that one song, did it back to back to back to back to back to back to back. Performed that song damn near 8 times at a concert. Dog, that's wild.
I mean,
strategy wise, genius. Fuck checkers, fuck chess. This nigga's playing mine.
Nigga playing Proverbs, though.
which is
Him,
fine.
I say all the
No,
time, bro. Nigga, you
yeah,
want improve your life, just read Proverbs for 3 months and you'll see you ain't got to believe in God all the way. It ain't going to take full effect until you believe, but that's not strategy, I think principle that I think a lot of this world built on, no matter who do it. You're going to get a
man. Look,
certain result.
I believe this. I believe this. I believe it's too many people when we talk about that code switching thing. I believe too many people actually start to switch into this character and be this character just because of the system, and it only hurts when somebody actually tells them exactly who they are.
Which system? Which system they think
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's it.
which
Which
system
system
they
that they
think
started
they
to play in and play along with and try to be a part of the system until somebody actually come along and be like, "Hey, you know you this, you know you this, you know you done did this, you know you done did this before, you know you done did this. Everything that you're basically saying you are, you're countering it. This is who
That's
you
what,
really are."
that's why I can't wait till one day when I could really go in and be a viable figure in the Christianity world. Just not now, because that's exactly
But
the whole thing.
that's what music that's why music is sucking now because everybody wants to be
To
accepted.
be who they not.
That. So again, you want to be accepted, but you're not going to be accepted being who you are.
Unless it's in your,
Hmm.
I say that direction part, bro. But part of that direction part is knowing what direction I'm supposed to go, nigga. Sometimes you're supposed to just be the DJ.
Mm-mm.
You might not be
Mm-mm.
the one that's supposed to be the rapper, but you trying to rap.
Bo, it's
I
being
trying to
accepted
rap,
by
but
getting paid
that
money.
don't mean that's the right thing. Just because you getting paid, that's why the sacrifice part got to be first.
That's
You
why
got to
money.
realize, dog, that,
That's why money's not important.
nigga, we ain't important unless we doing what we supposed to be doing.
What we supposed
If
to be doing?
if you're doing what you're not supposed to be doing, this is when you get caught in this sucker and this daggone game and don't know it.
What we supposed to be doing?
That depends on who you are and what your your talents and goals is, but
Your
it ain't for
skills, the
self.
skills you
I know
learn.
that.
But your skill is something that you should enjoy doing. It shouldn't be something that you do just to make money.
Well, that's why I know you ain't doing it for the right thing. My nigga, like
That
when
is
people really like
that
their
is
old
that
lady,
that
you do stuff
bro.
because you
That
love
is
her, not because you like to.
exactly.
It's the
Motherfuckers
same
went to
thing with
school. Look,
your culture.
look. People pick their degrees based off of what their
What
degrees
they
can
want
get
to do.
you as far as money. And then there's people who pick degrees on what they like to do. Those people who pick degrees because, oh, getting this degree can give me this amount of money, still ain't using.
Um, where's my at home?
They're not using the skills that degree taught them because they working at a job that don't even give them two shits about that skill. Like I I I shit you not. If it was told to me when I was younger, hey, do stuff that you enjoy doing, and then try to find a way to make money off of it.
Uh,
The struggle is gonna be hard, but you're gonna love what you're doing.
partly,
I
yeah,
have
because the
I
money
bro,
ain't gonna like my thing is what's missing from that one statement you said, it should be of service to people. It should be a benefit to,
others.
if you're black, if it should be a benefit to others, period. Because you ain't, that's the best marketing in the world. I got something people need. I ain't got to make a commercial. Still ain't seen a Bentley commercial. But that's the one statement that's made from it, because I think that's missing from it. That sacrifice and being of service part. If
Yeah,
you of service to the right people, the money gonna find you. So take what you
always.
enjoy give it away. I think that's why I wanted to give what I was giving away in the first place.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. I would have went to, man. No way in hell I'll be in the military. No way in hell I'll be doing what I'm doing. I would have chose the thing when I found out what I love to do was in high school. And it was like something that, hey, once I started learning about it, I got
That's Derek. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. You came in the building. I just got the text message 2 minutes ago. Well, I seen it, but I just pulled it up. What's going on, fellas? How we feeling?
Oh boy, we've been talking about black people bad. We started off with the Kendrick show, and I had to grab my controller. Speaking of the game,
you finally seen it. You finally seen it. That's telling me you finally seen
it. Yeah, I seen it.
Okay.
I cheated and looked at the think pieces right after. And that's when I started realizing, huh?
That's what most people have been doing anyway. So I almost did something similar, but I went back and watched it again not from the TV, just from off the phone with the headphones in, so I can see everything, and it got better. Right there, you got the ball right there.
Well, what you got out of it?
When I seen it the second time.
What you got out of it?
Everything I got out of it what's the story with Samuel L. Jackson did the best part of it, because you get to see it and understand that, hey, you got to play the game type of thing. And he's just like, fuck the game. Fuck the game, America.
That's what we do talking
about. I'm going to play. Yeah.
I think every guy doggone thing.
That's what I caught up on.
That so I think we asked about loyalty. I just told a nigga about the time I just found out last week why I got let go from that job across the river. Cause I did the piggybacking. I let a dude come in off my badge, which was my cousin. If I wouldn't have let that dude in, I would have got called all kind of. You would have hit that. Yeah. Uncle Towns and all that. So, are you loyal to people, or are you loyal to your own ethics?
Oh, I will honestly say ethics. And the thing about it is, my own ethic is going to be my own ethic. But to the people itself, that is the foundation of it. So that's the foundation of my ethics from the people.
Yeah, why that be sounding cool when we say it. I don't think most people understand that that's what you're
100%. You just gotta guide that from differently once you get to a certain age or whatever. Because no matter what, it is gonna start off from what you've been learning, what you learned, and you can use it as a foundation. And take that foundation and build upon that. So you can put a different block on that foundation to go a different route, or go a different way of thinking.
Now you say the right route.
Because the thing about it is, a lot of people don't past is part of the future in a way. I always have a hard time of telling you might even be accepting that. But the thing about it is that the foundation is the past. And the past is a guide to the future. Don't run away from the past. Like people say, I can't look at the past, but I can't look at the past. You look at the past, build up on that, let it guide you, but don't let it fucking doggone build your future. Because anything in the past is not the present or the future. You cannot. You're not going to use the past. Don't forget it. Don't throw it away. But the future, the past is the guide to your guide to the future. Because the future is always, which is nothing, never. The future is nothing. Only thing that is actually true is the present and the past. The future is not just the future is not fucking real until you get
Man,
there.
I was
Then
looking
when
at
you
it
get
the
there,
other
know
way. The
what it
past and the
becomes.
present, so the
No,
future never exists.
what I'm saying, the future never exists. The only thing that exists is the present and the past. Just once you get to the future, know what it becomes? The fucking present.
The
Then
president.
once you get to that present, know what that becomes? The fucking past.
Say that one
So
more
the future
time.
is
You
never.
The
say that
future
again.
does not exist. The future doesn't exist
The
because
future
the
does
future's
not
not here yet.
exist.
He came back from the street one day. He made hit.
The future don't
Because you
exist.
can never get to the.
And then it was on.
The future does not exist. Only thing that does exist is the present and the past. Because once you get to the future, know what that becomes? The present. And
Why I
everything
don't
in the
like
You
that?
future,
can
you
plan.
Why I
can
don't I understand?
You
Why
can
I don't like
you
that?
plan.
can plan. You can
You can
plan.
plan for the future, but the future does not. It does not exist
That never happened. That never happened.
No,
until
because it
you get
changes
there.
every time you
And
make
when
it.
you get there,
Every time you make a
as soon
decision,
as you get there,
The best team.
it becomes a present.
it's the present.
Yeah, life is a bunch of moments.
Exactly. We had the
Yeah.
conversation before. Let's say every time we do something, decision, it deter or make another leap of that future. That's why all the doggone movies is the leap that when it comes down to the future or going to the time changes like that, it goes into that. Hey, we was on this path. If you change that, if you go back and change something, that whole present, that was the whole future that you was living in, which was your present, becomes a whole new present.
So you feel like the past is valuable.
I feel like say
Very
it
much
again.
so.
The past is useful. Your past is valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only. Name me one other thing that we want to go to and trying to change, because the only thing that's going to change is your current present or your current future that you went away from. Everybody
Let me
say, hey,
see.
if I could go back and do this and go that and do this, it might change what my present is. Not what my future is, what
That's
my present is.
that's that's the reason why they try to get you to forget your fucking past.
Nah,
Because
well,
9 out of 10 times, your ass been here before. You can't remember. You
no,
get glimpse of the
man.
shit.
I'm not saying
You
I
get glimpse
don't.
of the shit.
I think the past is invaluable because most people use it literally as a guide. That's why I don't even like to say the past. They take and make
No,
tomorrow's
100%.
decisions from
100%. It
yesterday,
is a God.
but it shouldn't be
But
it shouldn't be
So
this.
what's your history?
Most times niggas past be
It
this here.
it is.
When
It's called it's called delete.
now,
We
see,
delete
yeah,
shit.
I'm about to
Like
go
we
there.
ain't
I'm
did
about to
this
say that.
shit
I'm about to say
before.
that. I'm about
Like
to say that.
like
oh,
Because you
me,
put up that game controller,
everything.
but guess you put up that game controller. You put up that game controller. And the thing about that is, there's so many times I say, hey, I'm gonna go back and do that different on that game to make this go better. To make
But
this go better. I want to go back and get more points or more attributes to make whatever that I'm going to next. Because you already, when it comes to games, you already seen it already.
well, I do think life
Because you
is
already seen it.
deja vu till you get it. So maybe I think the disagreement I'm having is probably with other
hey
people and
the
not with y'all. Most people use the feeling of their past to make
bingo.
current decisions, and that be
Bingo.
the messed up part. They don't.
That's it. That's it.
That's when they get stuck in this.
because
Yeah.
I take you to your point. I take you to your point to that Bible. Why is there a story in there about everything that really already happened? It just happened in a different way, and the way they handled it when it happened.
You talking about never mind. You got to tell me which, not which story, but I just was talking about
I ain't
this
got to give you
with
no story.
somebody.
I could tell you about a situation right now in the present that you could go back and look in that book that was written in the past that went on
Well, that's why
that
I
you
know
could
your family
use
history being important. Abraham and
right now in
Jacob
the present.
went through the same thing, right? Same exact
So
thing.
it,
Their wife said, God ain't gonna give us no baby. Go get the maid pregnant.
but that's when a good preacher becomes Plato. A good study
What
of
you
the
mean?
something, taking put it into perspective. You put it in perspective of what happened then, and saw how they came about that. Came about it, the good things about it, the bad things about the story. We first say, and they could build upon that. And they can build the picture of what it is present. That's what the good preacher is. They make things that was then and so now they so there's the present and they're saying, hey, he went through all this and look how he came out of. He was more or whatever, more disciplined or more on the lines of dedicated.
I don't know why.
And that's the reason why most of it come up about how they bring it into them. So everything is harder now to try to relate. I'm gonna say you can relate to it, so that's what good to relate those stories and those events to the present. Because everybody always says, well, at least one of the most sayings is um, everything in the past coming to the present. It's a revolving door.
Yeah.
It's like how they had the clothing. The clothing, they used to wear the clothing, the bell bottoms at one point, and then it was restricted. And that clothing came right back in the doggone mid 90s or late 90s, early 2000s. Everybody went bell bottoms, the knickerbockers and stuff like that. All that type of stuff. All the past repeat itself. That's what they say. That's one of the things that
So
might be true.
that's kind of part of why people keep making, and I'm not saying people, because this nigga's guilty of making the same mistake and thinking it's the present of other people that was making me make the same decision that I was making year after year after year. Then I do studies about it, talk to my pops. He was making the same
I,
decision. Grandfather making the
hey,
same decision. Like,
hey, I wanted to ask you this. You think the system that we're playing in upgrades and takes that
no,
information and
nope,
uses it?
I think it
nope,
does.
nope. Don't upgrade at all. It uses three things. It attacks your identity. Like the whole system is created to make you not know who you are. So it distracts the hell out of you. I think it just finds different ways, but it's just
Why?
to make you not know who you are, the
That,
first thing.
but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It gains knowledge off of what is going on currently. It makes it plans for the future.
I
But
don't
yet
think it
it makes distractions. What type of distraction?
the same one.
What can't be the same ones.
It's the
If it's the
same
same
ones, bro.
ones, if it
You,
was the
you,
same, if it was the same ones, you wouldn't have social media then.
but it creates the same distraction. All it is a zone blitz disguised, but it's still a zone blitz.
But it's a different. It's what I'm saying is it's a different disguise, meaning it upgraded. It made the disguise better. It made more people funnel to it. It made more people pay attention to this more than what they was paying attention to before. We used to read newspapers. We used to only know what was going on in our town. Now we don't know what's going on in our town, but we could tell you what's going on across seas.
Y'all know what's going on in that town, man.
I kind of. He's kind of right, but I think if you know what the distractions are, you know if it's dressed in a red dress, if it's in a blue shirt, you know the way that system
Bo,
moving
Bo,
is.
Bo, that they're not gonna teach you what the distraction is. If I tell you,
No,
hey, that over there
they
is a
already there.
distraction.
That's why I'm trying not to go into
That's
that,
what I'm
but
saying.
the
We're not
description
teaching. You have
of the
to learn. You
distraction
have
is
to
there.
learn these things. You have to learn that these things are distractions. They're not going to
And once
teach
you
you that it's
learn
distraction.
what the distraction
If
is,
I put caution, if I put caution back here, there's a 50 fucking foot drop back here. You gonna stay away from it. You might have some
you know
people
why?
go do it,
Because
but
wherever I'm going,
that's
I ain't got to cross no bridge. Part of it be I need to know where I'm going, bro.
no. I don't take
That's
away from
part
that.
of it.
No, that'll be the first number one rule. The number one rule is knowing where you're
Where you
going,
going?
figuring out what you're doing and how you looking at it and where you want to go. That is number one rule. But when we go back to them fundamentals and learning them fundamentals to learn where we want to go, that's also a moment in time where hey, we're developing, figuring out where we
That's
want to
chapter
go.
one, actually. There you direction. I think me and Mitch both agreed on that. For this pamphlet that we're gonna do, whatever we're
Direction is
gonna do,
always going to be
you
the number
have to
one thing.
know what to put in the GPS. You got where I'm going, dog. Where I'm going. I don't know if they got cops on that road. GPS gonna tell me if they got traffic even. But if I don't know where I'm going, even GPS could direct it or
But
go
the thing
places you
is,
don't supposed to. But
I'm about to say, because everything with the GPS is if they got a new road, like, oh, this road was that on my GPS.
dude, I be thinking some advertisement be there for me because my email links up with the direction where I'm going, and what I just was looking at be on a billboard all of a sudden. I think if they getting
AI,
that
man.
complex to where
AI.
it's just
Yo, AI.
good business and AI.
It is AI and
It is
data.
AI.
Yeah, because
No,
it's the
even
data and
AI.
everybody looking for that business.
If I tell you, they even had a country in the Bible called AI
Mm.
that David fought. That's what I'm saying. None of this is new. None of this is new, bro. They just don't have a period. It's called AI. So I think the system don't really be no different. I'm gonna give you head attacks. That's the first attack. I'm coming at your mind. First attack. If I don't know where I'm going, I'm fighting everything. That was part of my thing. I didn't know if I want to marry nobody, so I fought everybody. I think a nigga gotta know where he going so that
All of the
the
whole system,
distractions all look.
well,
Huh?
the whole system is a head attack. That is the point of the system.
I know.